Niger women got the melanin dripping. L-O-N-D-O-N, city girl living in the back, looking like fire chili pepper. Yoruba girl tougher than imperial leather.
Becky, it's great to see you. Does it feel now like the World Cup's a bit of a distant memory already?
Yeah, obviously coming back and just having 2 weeks off, and then you get straight back into it. So you kind of almost forget about what's gone on because now we've got a new focus, which is the season, and coming in under a new manager and new players. So yeah, you've got to kind of just adapt and switch straight back into club football again. It
was your first taste of senior major tournament football. I mean, how special was it? Did it live up to the dream? Yeah, no, it was amazing. Obviously, you don't know what to expect going into that, and obviously, I'm one of the older players now, so I'm going in with a lot of experience, and yeah, kind of a lot of the girls are kind of looking up to me, and trying to be a leader in that environment as well was something that I kind of relished through the tournament. And Jamaica had a great tournament, so I was just so happy that we could go out there and just show everyone what we was about, and kind of defy the odds of being in the group of death and getting out the group. When that opportunity to represent Jamaica and to potentially go to a World Cup came along, how much does that almost reignite your passion for what you get to do? Yeah, because I've had a bit of a tough run the last couple of seasons with club football, and it was something that I was kind of thinking long and hard about. Even not playing anymore, it was kind of like a mental thing that I was going through. And then once we had qualified for the World Cup, and obviously now going to a World Cup, I feel reinvigorated and I feel ready to go again. A second ever World Cup for Jamaica. You get out of a really difficult group, and all with that background of a lack of support and real struggles from back home in the federation there. Yeah. How important did that make it that you had a successful World Cup? For us, I think we turned it on its head and used it as something that could get us through it. It's so nice to be in that environment of strong women who just wanted to prove everyone wrong and prove to people that we were a good team and that we could get out of such a tough group. And I think we sent a message home, and I think we sent another message which is outside of football as well for the next generation of Jamaican footballers, that it can be done regardless of what support you have. Where does that resilience come from, do you think, within that group? Obviously, I've come from teams that are serial winners in Chelsea and Arsenal. And it's something that you can kind of take to Jamaican players. Sometimes they've not really played in big leagues, and we had certain players that didn't even have a team at the tournament. So I think when you get a group of players that have so many different cultures and different ways of living and coming together, but we all could just focus on one thing, then we all had like a common ground, which was we're going to get out of the group. What is it that comes to mind that you think you'll take with you for the rest of your life from that? Everyone just had that same common goal, which was to get out of the group, and that was something that we kept saying to each other the whole way through. We would have loved to have gone further, but I think getting out of the group now, you look back at it, I was very disappointed at the time, but I think, we've done the country proud, and everyone in Jamaica are so proud of us. Did you stay on, support England a little bit, or was it straight to the beach for some R&R? No, to be fair, I came straight home. I did want to go to Bali for a week, but I came back home because I knew it would take me a bit of time to adjust back into normal life, because when you're away, you're in a bubble for so long, and there is a thing, post-tournament blues, where you're in this kind of high, and then you get back home, and I was even struggling to socialise with family. I was like, oh, I'm just so overwhelmed with everything. I was on the plane on the way home, and I thought, I've got no food in the fridge. I'm going to have to do a food shop as soon as I get home, because I've got nothing to eat at home. And then I got back and I was in the flat on my own, and I was like, now what do I do? All my powers are kind of gone. How proud were your family, particularly your Jamaican heritage family, that you were out there representing? I was just so happy and proud that they got to see it all. I'd love for my gran to have seen, obviously my dad was born in Jamaica and he's Jamaican, and my gran on that side, I just wish that she got to see it, and she is alive, but she is just not well enough to watch. But when I go and see her next, I'll definitely be telling her all about it, and she'll be so proud of me. This season with Spurs, it's quite a big season, an interesting season, a new manager, and do you feel that there's a sense of stability now that perhaps hasn't been there over the last couple of seasons? Yeah, last season we kind of struggled along, and we just kind of got through it and just did the job that we needed to do towards the end of the season, which was just stay in the league. And obviously with Robert coming in, it's given us a refresh and something that we really very much needed at the time. And he's brought a new culture into the group, and coming back into it,
I was just so happy that everyone else was happy. Like, you know, you see all the players just kind of playing with freedom and being able to express themselves, and I feel like I'm enjoying it, you know, as much as I can at the moment.
Where do you think this Spurs team could be aiming?
Obviously, with the new manager, we've got a new system, so you know we know that it's going to come with a lot of ups and downs. You know, we're kind of realistic in that. We're going to do as well as we can, and I think, you know, for us as a group, we just want to make sure that we do much better than we did last season. The team's looking great, and I'm really looking forward to what the season has ahead, because I think, you know, we should really have a good season.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you.